Yes, and we are also blessed to have Ashok with us to help us to collect the funds, as well as with a melodious voice, he calms and soothes those people who are happily giving, as well as who are not happily giving for subscriptions. So thanks very much for making our club rich on that front. Thank you very much, Ashok. And we move on now. Would like to request our Rotarian Gitanjali Dhar to come forward and introduce our today's speaker, RJ Pallavi. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, everybody, and good evening. First and foremost, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of your meeting. Of course, everybody already knows everything about plasma donation. If not, then a quick introduction. Now, plasma is basically.
Pallavi, I need to do your introduction.
Sorry, ma'am.
That's fine. That's fine. I know that you're really excited to connect
It's
with
okay.
us.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
We can take it. We can take it.
Okay. So
yeah, please over to.
Sorry. Can you just continue? I just had the critical call. I'll just receive this in 1 second. I'll be back.
Sure, please. We'll hold for you, Pallavi, in meantime, as we want you to also witness.
That shows her passion.
Yes.
She is very dedicated in our war rooms, ma'am. Very quick, very rapid, very intense.
Yeah, good.
Sorry, so sorry. This is a life of a 19-year-old girl, so we're just taking it a little seriously. Sorry for jumping in. My head is everywhere right now. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we all know you, so it's okay.
all distinguished Rotarians, thank you so much for giving me this platform. And just to give you a quick introduction on plasma donation, it is. They take convalescent plasma from an already recovered COVID patient, and they introduce these antibodies into a COVID patient who is right now suffering from COVID-19. So now some argue that this is not the right treatment, but then the doctors have been trying. As you all know, that all the treatments for COVID-19 has been trial and error till date, and plasma treatment has been one of the successful treatments. That's why they are still looking forward to continuing with this plasma therapy. Now, for every COVID-19 recovered patient, they can donate plasma 30 days, 28 to 30 days after they have contracted COVID-19. So basically, if you have contracted it on May 1st, by May 31st, you will be able to donate plasma. The good thing about donating convalescent plasma is every 15 days, you will be able to donate plasma up to 3 months or 90 days from the day of your recovery. So basically, you can donate plasma at least 6 times, and each time, depending on the amount of antibodies that are in your body, you can donate either 1 unit or 2 units per person. So you can just quickly do the math. Before every plasma donation, they will do a test, which is the antibody test, and they will see how much of antibodies are present in your body. And if it is over 10, that means you still have enough and more antibodies to give plasma, and that's why then the plasma donation happens. Now as everybody here at Rotary, of course, knows about blood donation, how important donating blood is. We've done so many blood donation drives throughout the years, across the country, across the world. And it's the same zeal and the passion when I joined in for Rotary 3190. I think it's the same zeal that we wanted to do something during the pandemic is what basically brought me forward for doing plasma donation. It's also just that because finding plasma donors is one of the toughest, I have to say, because there are so many rules and regulations. It differs from doctor to doctor, but the eligibility and ineligibility, of course, remains the same. You have to be over, your weight has to be over 50 kilos. Sometimes they ask for over 60 kilos. You should be at least 30 days recovered, from the day of your contracting of COVID-19. It should be 30 days. If you're vaccinated, then you will have to wait up from 24 to 28 days before you can donate plasma. And for women, of course, if you've ever conceived, that means we cannot donate plasma. So I think that's why I'm finding it a bit difficult, because if women could donate plasma, all I had to do was just, put one Mahila Morcha on and say, come on, ladies, let's go. And we could have done it. But then, yes, I do have a lot of women who have come forward, but unfortunately they were unable to donate plasma. So this onus completely falls on the men population. So everybody will have to come forward and donate plasma, whoever has contracted the disease, of course. Now we do have, as part of Rotary 3190, and also all my friends from our South Indian film and TV industry, we all started off a project called Sanjeevani. That's when I had approached DG sir, and I told him that we do have this project, so we can partner with them. And he just gave me full freedom and said, just go, take it over. So that's when he also said that, let's get all the clubs together. This is not just a club project. This became a district project. And yes, I had just joined, Rotary 3190 a month ago. I just became a Rotarian, I think, in the month of March. And by the time it was April, we had the project in hand. I started volunteering 1 week prior to, I think, the war room started. So it was an easy transition for me. When I started volunteering, it was just through a group of friends. And then I came into the Rotary family, and then we just had a fantastic team who is still completely going on. And that's exactly what is happening with plasma. So I am very, very glad to say that we have never said no to any plasma donation or till date that we've got. There have been times that maybe my donor was not able to go. But the good thing about plasma donation also is that because of the network that Rotary has, because of the network that everybody in the volunteering group has, whether it is with the Rotary War Room or with the other voluntary groups that I am, part of, everybody try and they've got the plasma donors for us. So there isn't a single time where we've said no to a patient. So every single time, that's kind of that's like my record, that we've had people who've come and who've never gone back empty-handed. They've always had the plasma, whether it's through Rotary TTK Bank or whether it's through other plasma banks. If you've not had a donor at that point in time when I've called the plasma banks, they've never said no to me, because they also know that we'll always send them the donors. So the only thing that I request all of you who are here is to please spread the word. I know social media is filled with a lot of information. We've seen a lot of news, but I have only one point. If a doctor is asking us to do something, obviously it is working for the patient. Every medicine, whether it's COVID-19 or any other disease, we know that maybe one medicine might work for one person and it might not work for the other, but that doesn't mean we don't try. So this plasma donation is something, or plasma therapy is something that is being tried over and over again on all COVID patients, and this is something that is still working. So I would request all of you to please put the word across. This is a district project, so this is Sanjeevani from Rotary 3190 in collaboration with, I think, everybody who is who wants to be a part of it. Our next, of course, our future projects for Sanjeevani would be to try and rope in as many celebrities as possible to please come forward and to do it. As of now, of course, all the TV stars have already spoken about it. They've already, shared all the details about Sanjeevani. So I would request all of you also to do the same. So if you have any questions, I'm all game right now. If anybody has any questions, I would like to take that.
Great. So I would love to have the first question to RJ Palvi is, how many days later the COVID infection, any patient comes out, he can do the donation for the plasma? Okay. How many days minimum? And then
according to ICMR, the rules is from the day of from the day that you've contracted COVID-19. That's why I gave an example. If you are there, if you've contracted COVID-19 on May 1st, the bare minimum is May 30th. You need to have at least 30 days from the day of contraction of the virus. You need to have 30 days for the antibodies to build in your body. So there are some plasma banks that do say 28 days, but we don't consider that because even though we do the antibody test, and I've done that for so many people, and I know antibodies would not be enough, between 30 to 45 days. Now, the 45 days from the day that you've contracted COVID-19 is the best time to have the maximum amount of antibodies. Now, the antibody test that we do is also at a cost. So we don't want to burden the attender of the patient even more to that cost, because anyways, we are paying plasma banks for the plasma donation because they take the plasma. So for that, all the plasma banks do have a charge. So we try and not give them donors when we know that that do not have enough antibodies. So we generally take anywhere between 30 to 45 days. But once the first antibody test is done and we see that they have enough antibodies, that means we kind of on from there, and we tell them every 15 days. I kind of irritate all the donors and say, hello, it's been 15 days, now is the time to redonate again. So we try and we get them to donate as much as possible. And I think that way Rotary TTK has been simply amazing. So every time that we've called, they've always taken the donors. And with the current pandemic that is happening, I've always had attenders. I've always had people for any blood group at any given point in time. So the donors, the donation has never gone to waste. I can say that they've immediately donated it to a patient.
Great. So we can call you Bangalore Sonu Sood.
No, please no. I'm not sure even 1% of what he's doing right now. My God, he's actually been such an amazing help when it comes to dealing with with patients. Right now, also it was his call, as in the call from his foundation. That's why I had to quickly tell them, okay, I'm in a meeting. I'll just call them back.
Okay. I have a question. What number we need to call if we, if we come to know that there is a plasma donor?
Right now, we have a form that we have for Rotary 3190. I can share that form across.
Yeah, please.
Just give me 1 second. I'll quickly share that form.
Great. And in the meantime, some of the questions are coming in the chat box, which I'll be, once you share that form, I'll also, do the favor after completion of Geetanjali, then I'll do that.
Yeah, so I'm just sharing that form right now. Sorry, it's generally I have the bit.ly this one link, but right now I have the entire link. So that is the plasma donation form that is where for the donors. Right now on our website that we have rolled out for 3190, all of this information will be available on the website itself. So if you want a donor, if you want to donate plasma, if you want to donate blood, also blood or platelets for that matter, or if you want to ask for plasma, all the forms are available on our website. So that one will be rolled out, I think, this evening. I'm just waiting for Abhinav and Krishnarjun to basically give the go ahead for that. So all of that. So it becomes easier because we have everything under one umbrella for 3190.
Yes. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah, for the benefit of, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I think we have one question. I kind of missed out on this. Sir, can a patient having BP able to donate plasma after COVID-19 recovery? Sir, it also depends on what your BP would be at that point in time, because if the BP is more than 140 or diastolic is less than 60, or more than 90, you will not be able to donate plasma. Now, we also have people with comorbidities. They are not allowed to donate plasma. The doctors will not allow that. If you are diabetic and you're on insulin, you will not be able to donate plasma. If you're cancer survivors, if you have uncontrolled diabetes or hypertension, if you've had medication, if you've had any change in medication in the last 28 days, if you've taken antibiotics in the previous 1 week, or if you have chronic kidney, heart, lung, or liver disease, all of these are, you will not be eligible to donate plasma. So that's why it becomes so difficult sometimes to find plasma donors. But then when we find them, we basically call them the warriors because they have come forward to save a life. So it is a great feeling to come forward and save a life, especially during this pandemic when we know how the cases are. Even a small change would go a long, long way. So doctors say that yes, plasma is required. So we kind of try and help with that.
One individual, how many times they can give the plasma?
Once every 15 days. If you
Every
have
15
enough
times.
antibodies, yeah, once every 15 days. But like I said, before every plasma donation, we basically do the antibody test. And so they check the amount of antibodies in the person. So if they have enough antibodies, they will be able to donate. I've had friends who've been donating for over 6 months because they have that much of antibodies. That's why I keep telling them, the more you donate, the more antibodies you have. So they don't need the vaccine right now because they have enough antibodies. But then we check for about 3 months. So 90 days is maximum on an average is what they say. But there are some superhumans who've been donating for 6 to 8 months.
Great, great.
Another question which is coming in the chat box is plasma donation by one person can save how many lives? This is from Dr. Radhakrishna.
Yeah, so it depends, sir. If you'll be able to, generally they take up to 2 units. So it depends on how much of plasma they give to the patient. So yesterday we had a talk by Dr. Anurag who was talking about plasma donation, and he was telling it depends on how well the patient actually takes to the plasma therapy. So there have been cases where they've given the patient more than 2 units, but on an average they give a patient up to 2 units. So each plasma donor can donate 2 units. Those 2 units can be either used for 2 people, 1 person, 2 patients, or up to 3 patients. So we say 1 to 3 patients is what you can donate the plasma for.
So if any poor patient comes and if they have to go through plasma therapy, how much does it cost? Like?
And as of now, the cost varies from every plasma bank. So every hospital has their own blood bank, but only if the patient is in their own hospital is when they allow patients or donors to come and donate over there. But otherwise, when you consider the other plasma banks, whether it's HCG, whether it's Rotary TTK or Ramaya, the charges vary. It goes anywhere between 9 to 10,000 rupees per unit is what it is. But for people who can't afford, I think there's always a bank for them at the plasma bank itself where they can kind of help out. I know in Rotary they do that, but then they will have to let us know in advance if they need any kind of help for the same. And then Rotary TTK Bank will take over there. But then I am not involved in the financials part of it, so I cannot assure you for that. But yes, there have been times where we have fundraised among our friends itself, and we've made sure that somebody has got plasma therapy done. But most of the hospitals, especially government hospitals, most of them have it. I guess it's through the hospitals is what they get.
Okay.
Amazing. So I think you must be dealing almost every day a lot of donors as well as a lot of
Yes.
prospect for taking the plasma.
We
So
have,
Palvi,
yeah. We have
yeah,
close
can you,
to, on an average, we have about 20 to 20. Initially, when we started off, it was about 50 patients in a day. But now, I don't know, maybe it's God's grace that we are having lesser number of patients. Now it's come down to about 20 a day. 20 to 25 a day is what we are dealing with at the moment. So some of them require 2 units, some of them require 1 unit. So anywhere between 30 to 35 donors a day is what we coordinate with.
And how long these therapy last? How many days?
Ma'am, that is that's a medical question. But from what Dr. Anurag told us yesterday is anywhere between the first to the 5th day is when they do the plasma therapy. So as and when and it's just one of the treatments that they try. So along with all the other steroids and all the other medicines that they give, plasma therapy is one of the therapies that they try on the patient. So it basically depends on how well the patient is taking it.
So how has been the success rate from what you have handled so far?
This pandemic, I can't give you any success rate for now because I can't give you a definite percentage.
Yeah, approximately.
There
Yeah.
have been people who've come back and who've told I haven't basically gone back to the attenders to ask them whether how well the patient is doing. I've only gotten bad news from people who basically called back and thanked us for helping them out during their time. So I'm hoping the rest of them are they are doing really well, and I'm hoping that all of them have gone back home. So in terms of success rate, plasma therapy, whether that worked or the other medicine worked, I have no idea. So that percentage I have not calculated it also, because honestly we have not had time to sit and
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, yeah.
so I think by the end of this month, we are hoping with the number of cases with the number of cases that's coming down, we're hoping that we'll get a little bit more time to collate all the results and then present it. So I will do that.
Yeah. Subir is asking a question here.
Yeah, so Subir is asking, how long can you store plasma? Asking for the comment. Sir, let's pray that there is no third wave. I think the second wave by itself has taken us all by a storm. So let's just pray that there's no third wave. But if you donate plasma, any plasma bank that has a storage facility can store it up to a year, up to 1 year. But looking at the way plasma is being used as a therapy right now, we don't have enough donors versus the amount of supply that is, like they say, demand and supply. There's more demand and very less supply. So we're trying and bridging that gap with getting more and more donors. That's where educating public, makes it a big difference. We've been asking Kiran sir to push the government also to make them, kind of come forward and talk about plasma donation, and they've promised that they're going to do that. So let's hope that the government will take a stand on it and they will come forward and talk about plasma donation, through which we will get more donors.
Good.
Great. So I think this is the inspiring stories what you are sharing with all of us. So can you help all of us understand how RJ has turned into more like a social activist and helping the citizens?
I will just give you the story of how I got into Rotary. Actually, that by itself, I think. I've been an RJ for over 12 years. So when I got pregnant, is finally that I took a break and I said, okay, I need to take a proper break, because I've been working non-stop for over 15 years. I was with All India Radio while I was in college. Once I finished my graduation, by the way, I'm an engineer by education. So as soon as I finished my graduation, I joined Radio One. I was with Radio One for over 5 years. And then I took a small break and joined Fever 104. I was there with them until we decided, of course, when I got pregnant is when I quit. And then I've not gone back on air as such in Bangalore radio stations, but I've been there as their celebrity RJs, or where I've been doing special shows for them. But I've been an MC all my life. So I'm into event management. So I host quite a bit of corporate, public, government shows. And that's something that I've been doing for over 15, 20 years now. When my son was born, I had a lot of toys. And they were good toys that people gave him for my baby shower, for his birthday. And I simply didn't want to throw them away. And they were good, and they were in a very, very good condition. So I just put it up on Twitter saying that I really want to donate these toys. And when I put it up, I did have a lot of people who came forward and they said, yeah, they also wanted to donate toys. And we had Srinivasan sir who basically got in touch with me, and he said, please talk to Swaminathan from Lake World. And they were doing a project there with the tribals at BR Hills. So he said, we're doing this project, so please join us and give the toys to the children there. So everybody liked the idea, and we said, okay, let's just give everything that they have. So then they said they wanted clothes and everything. So whatever I could arrange from the small apartment that I live in, so we've arranged that and we gave. And I just generally asked if I could tag along, BR Hills, such a lovely place. I could also go and meet the tribals. And that's when they introduced me to Rotary. And I think I got bit by the Rotary bug and I joined in. So all of this happened in January of this year. So January I met them, and then March I was in the team of Lake World, and then the pandemic hit. I was already volunteering, so John and Swami sir also said that, please, why don't you join the war room? So I said, okay, I might as well just join the war room and start volunteering there. And one thing led to another, and today I'm here talking about plasma donation.
Superb. What a great journey you have, Pallavi, and that is inspiring all the not only youngsters but people like me and everybody here listening to you.
Thank
And
you.
this show will go on. And would like to request any of attendees, Rotarians, friends on the show would like to ask any question with Pallavi. You can unmute yourself. You can ask the question. So either we have understood everything or we have not understood anything.
They just want me to stop talking. Sometimes that happens, no, when they keep hearing me on radio, they just switch the channel. Unfortunately, they can't switch the channel here today. But thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and thank you so much for giving me the platform to actually come
Wow.
forward and
Well, I had a question actually. I'm Abhilekha from Yalhanka Rotary. So, well, you came to know about Rotary to Twitter. It is not an, I mean, I'm not asking as regarding the COVID or something, but you know, we are doing good work. And how do you think we can propagate or we can make a PR out of the Rotary? What do you think? See, since you came to know about these toys and you had an inclination, and you just got connected, right? So we are doing lot a good many activities, but we want to know how do you think?
ma'am, it is the other way around actually. So when the plasma, believe it or not, when I thought of plasma donation, I was so worried whether DP sir would give me the permission of just saying, okay, this is going to be a Rotary project also. Because all the actors wanted an organization, a proper organization to back me up. Okay, and there is no bigger name than Rotary. So for me, that Rotary tag by itself will get through anything and everything right now. Even in the war room, you can ask any of our volunteers. I think Thomas sir, if he's here, he can vouch for it. The minute we say we are Rotary volunteers, they'll say, "Ha, madam, heli gottaito neeve anta." So basically, that is how it's become. The name by itself is a PR. You know, if you want to talk about how to go ahead and do a little bit of PR activities, yes, we can always have a one-on-one conversation, because every activity has a different kind of PR that would require. There's a different kind of audience that we need to go to and showcase what are the activities that we want. But as much as I have known, I think the name Rotary by itself is more than enough. The minute you say Rotary is doing something, everybody will be like, yes, these guys have always been doing that, and I think will forever keep doing it.
Yes, great.
Thank you.
One more information, Pallavi. There's this group called Women in Rotary, which is all India and also international group. Probably one of them will get in touch with you. Probably you can address them also. If you permit, I'll take your number from AG sir, and they were asking me about you. So
You can just join the war room. We're forever there. You'll find my number over there. If not, at least talking about biryani, we will be there.
I think the bucket need to reach
Unlimited
to you,
biryani.
Pallavi. I think that's the
Sir has decided that he's going to give the bucket. He initially told that he's going to take it, but now I think he's going to send it to me.
Unlimited.
yeah.
But
Please
by the way,
request-
how one can join the war room?
You can actually join. There was a link that was sent. Now we'll have to ask the admin, of course. I think Abhinav, we will have to. We have about 4 admins. You can just get in touch with any one of them. Right now, War Room is mainly for volunteers and to, of course, get the patient details. Initially, it was a place where we were talking about patient details, but now that we've come up with a forum where we have an easier way to actually get all the details, I think we're going to start using that very, very soon. We've started a physical war room also. I think it was there in today's paper. DG has also spoken about it today in the morning. So now that we have a physical war room, WhatsApp war room is mainly going to be for the volunteers. So I think you guys should join and become volunteers. Help us out. Let's try and help as many people as possible through Rotary.
Great. So just to also add up, Gitanjali, we have there's an email as well, and I'll forward to maybe I can type it here while we are going on the show. you can send an email over there. It is for the war room joining over there. So any questions coming up from any of the attendees? Well, we can answer to those. Anyone? So I have
Just,
habit of, yeah, please,
yeah,
please.
just a thing, Panchnathan here. I wanted to know what is the difference between this blood donation and plasma donation? I mean, just
So basically, blood consists of plasma. It consists of WBC, RBCs, platelets, and plasma. So this is a convoluted plasma that is part of the blood. So here, blood is not collected. So there is a machine. There's a plasma donation. There is a machine called. Sorry, I forgot the name of the machine. What it's called. But what they do is they put the blood through the machine, and if whatever plasma is there in the blood is being collected, and the blood is put back into the person's body. So there is no blood that's collected, but there is a part of the blood which is plasma that is collected into, that of course is the only one that is collected. So that's why a person can donate plasma once every 15 days versus blood donation where you'll end up doing once every 3 months. So that's how that's the main difference. Over here, plasma you can only donate for 3 months, but then you can always come back and donate.
Yeah, Palvi, it is called a cell separator.
thanks.
And
Thank you,
what,
sir.
yeah, that's right. And what happens is, just to add, Subhi, we have this two of the tubes, one tube to collect the blood from basically from your veins, and other tube goes from the cell separator back into your into your vein. And it's a continuous process. So it takes out only the plasma, and sometimes, like, the same cell separator also takes out, in case needed, not in this case, like other people, like they need only platelets, so they take out only platelets. So these are the two usual functions this cell separator does. And this is a wonderful technology where you don't get any of the sort of a nausea or headache or any sort of thing, as you are only taken out little bit of fluid, not the cells as such. So, and that development, or the you can say, the plasma gets developed very fast. It is nothing but the protein plus water, so, and vitamins and whatever it is. So our body produces the plasma very, very fast. That's how the people I have seen, more than even 10 times they have donated plasma. I have seen yesterday one of the documentary, one guy was doing the 11th time, the same guy. So that's amazing. And thanks for wonderful questions today. Any last question we can take? One more question.
Yeah, Kavita has a question. How long this process take in terms of time?
Yeah, so the maximum time is actually taken for the antibody test only. So what happens is there is something called as the blood grouping report that is being done for the patient. So they will also have to group the plasma, the antibodies for the patient sometimes. So they take the they take the blood from the donor and they check for the antibodies that are present. That itself is the maximum time. So depending on how busy the lab is, it can be anywhere between 30 minutes to 90 minutes. But then the plasma collection, for that matter, will take about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, again depending on how many units you donate. So if it's 1 unit, generally it is about 30 minutes, but if you're donating 2 units, yeah, it will take about 45 minutes to an hour. But the entire plasma donation, we generally tell the donors to please keep at least 3 hours free, so that the test is also covered, and once the test is done, then we move on to the plasma donation.
Fantastic. So I think a lot of questions, and I know that she is a multitasker. She is into the war room simultaneously. And over here, I would like to proceed for the next uh, today's program. We are having our Rotarian KMK Rao, or President for Rotary Abigere. So over to you for quick brief on your activities from the club.
Hi, sir. Yeah, and many thanks to Plasma Qune Pallavi for all the support in our war room and the help she does round the clock. And we have also set up one war room at our Abhigare Club. So in this, most of are our Rotarians, headed by our Secretary Thomas. So I was just initially I was looking into the war room of the district 3190. Our Thomas was working 24/7 in that war room, and he was getting lot of cases. So we thought we will have a backup team for him. So we have set up an war room in our Abhigare, and we have to put our the active Rotarians into the war room, and these people are helping Thomas in the back end. And for more detail on how all this works, I would like to ask our Secretary Thomas to explain in detail. Thomas, you're there?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
Yeah, please take over. Yeah, you're the right person.
So good evening, everybody. Good evening, Dr. Bijmohan, sir. And it's wonderful, that you involved, Plasma Queen or Biryani Queen, you can say now. So she's here, and she's given a fantastic explanation about plasma, what is it, how to use, when to get, etc. So the plasma thing is covered. So now regarding the war room, I just got a request that, can you be a volunteer? I said, yeah, because that time already there was a confusion going on about lockdown. So lockdown means I don't have business. So I thought, okay, I'll volunteer. There's no point sitting at home. Then I started volunteering. I just started, and there was, Miss Rotarian Manjuna, I think, who saw the activities, and he said, Thomas can't alone handle it. So he involved the team. So our president, got all the active members into a group, and that's how we formed a war room. I never thought a war will be like this. I thought, okay, it will go on. Meanwhile, what happened was, there was a connect. I don't know, some of my friends, connected through social media, and that is how it, it went on. Even Sonu is in our this Kannada film industry is there. There is Emma is there. The Wellcare is there. There's so many foundations, so many NGOs involved, and already we have our own war rooms. So the flow started like this. I used to get some 120 calls, something. I used to deal with somewhere around 80 cases a day. Then it suddenly plunged to 300 cases a day. Again it went to 450 cases. Then it went to 800 cases. So that is where every second I used to get a call, either from the BBMP or from the attender. So it went on. So I thought it is too much, and our volunteers understood that, and they got into this. And Pallavi and Vivian, they have been fabulous in coordinating with us. Initially it was like, ICU, yeah, we got ICU, yeah, we got ventilator, yeah, we got. Then later the stage came when, even if we get a normal bed, it's like we got a Kohinoor diamond. It was like that. So condition it became a very bad situation. So the war room is really a war room now. And yesterday and today it's been a little calm. I don't know, maybe we are switching platforms, or because I have been sending messages in the groups like, we don't do this, you don't do that, maybe some step back. I have to toggle between 15 groups in the WhatsApp. I have to toggle between each, and one message comes from the COVID war room 1, 2, and the volunteer. I just barge in thinking that there's a critical case. So then I see that there will be a forward, or there will be something else. So I get, obviously I get irritated, because we have to save lives. And almost all the life-ending cases I handle, and rest our team handles. So I am on and on with BBMP. Like Pallavi said, Rotary, yeah, it became like that. So it has been really a war. Okay, so we want to defeat Corona in every possible way we want. and the support, the immense support from the volunteers, it's really great. Maybe I have been, it's a little rude in the group, but it really, it's not intentional, but it is, it's a consequential, so it will go on. And certain points, like war room, yeah, that is how the war room runs. Now, if you want any, we are chasing to save lives. Okay, so there will be a lot of things that I think I, Pallavi and Vivian, I have most of the experiences. I think somebody called us three musketeers. So we have most of the bad and worst experiences which we have not revealed at all, which we have kept within us because we don't want to demotivate our volunteers or our friends or our family. So there were so many cases like that, and so many good cases. Like they improved and came to stable, and they went home. They call us, they message us. Even even now from Australia or UK or US, I get a call. I'll get a message thanking. So it is basically a teamwork. I think our team Rotary 3190 is really rocking, and we are we are a small drops of water in that mighty ocean. So whatever we can, we will do it. So I used to sleep 2 hours a day because the if the attenders don't call, the BBMP starts calling. So so that's why I put in some group. I don't know. Even if it doesn't ring, I feel it is ringing. The phone is ringing. So that was the situation which we are in, and there are so many patients and attenders need counseling. So basically, I work for a medical transcription editor for 20 years. So I had catered US, I had catered Australia, I had catered UK. So basic knowledge I had. So I used to counsel the attender as well as the patients, how to deal with this. There is nothing to panic about it. Yesterday, day before, we had a case. He's a very famous known guy, okay, in media. Every 15 minutes he called, and I thought yesterday night we have late night meetings like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock meetings. So I thought yesterday it ended. The call, somebody promised me, hey, you won't get calls anymore. Again started 10 minutes calls because the whole family was isolated, each in different rooms, and nobody is able to cook, nobody is able to go to the other room. They're fearing, and I advised counseling which was rejected out. So I thought this is very difficult to deal. Somehow today morning we got a bed. So there are a lot of experiences. This 10 minutes or 5 minutes will not be enough to share my experiences. And basically I was called for vote of thanks, and I think if nothing is there, shall I go ahead with vote of thanks?
On to President, sir. Bijmohan, sir.
Amazing work,
Yeah.
Rotarian Thomas. I know that I'm part of that war room, and I'm the witness, to all the activities what you and your team are doing. So salute to you on behalf of all of us Rotarians here. May your tribe increase, flourish, and we get to end of this COVID virus. The way Rotary has conquered the polio virus, I'm 100% confident with this might what we all have against this, whether it's a plasma donation, it is a war room, it's a vaccination drive which is going to come in. I'm 100% confident these Rotarians who are present here will multiply hundreds and thousands of more mighty warriors in this drive. Thank you very much once again, both Rotarian Rao and Rotarian Thomas from Abigere. And thanks to the AZ who has been driving wonderful work from all these clubs, Rotary Bangalore Yalanka as well. Would like to quickly give a very good announcement as well that Rotary Bangalore Yalanka and 6 more clubs in District 3190, we got the Grama Lakshmi project approved, and this is a wonderful news to all of us. Rotary, Tumkur East, Brigades, Ramnagar, Attipalli Sarjapura, Mulbagal Central, Kolar, and Rotary Bangalore Yelhanka. We got this Grama Lakshmi Global Grant approved, and here is our own District Director for Vocational Services, who is our past President Rotarian PM Radhakrishna sir. May I request you to brief on this project, what we have done with help of District 3190 and couple of global grant what we received today. Dr. Radhakrishna sir?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Grama Lakshmi is basically community-based micro enterprise, women micro enterprises. So we have chosen 4 different micro enterprise activity. One is on textile accessories, one on terracotta jewelry, one on solar appliances, and the 4th one on oyster mushroom. So about 10 to 12 women will be there in each of these micro enterprises. This global grant we have got, which will support for the capital expenditure as well as initial working capital and the training. So we have got an arrangement with specific training organization to get the skill level up or training on this particular aspect. And district will also look after entrepreneurship training, because it is not just giving the skill, but also help them market their products. So we have done one pilot scale last year, Grama Lakshmi, which actually does this recyclable menstrual pad, supported again by 5 clubs. And we have taken that as a learning exercise and implementing this 7. And basic support for this Grama Lakshmi Global Grant has come from CSR funding, initiated by, in fact, it is donated by, through CSR, by President Rajshekhar of RT Nagar. So I should say big thanks to him on behalf of all these 7 clubs. Thank you, Dr. Mitch.
Thank you so much, Dr. PMR, and it's your own efforts which we have seen over a period of 2.5 years now, and this is spreading across 3190 now with 7 clubs. And I would like to invite on behalf of Rotary Bangalore Yelhanka and these all 7 clubs to all the presidents and Rotarians present here, that the next level of Grama Lakshmi, we can spread this project across 3190 to empower our own women in and around Bangalore and in Karnataka, and of course in India and globally. So I'll also be opening the stage for Rotarians presidents. If you would like to have any announcement from your club.
Just a moment, President. Dr. Bridge.
Yeah, easy, sir.
You kindly recognize the presence of Rotarian Anshu, Madam, from District 3142. Welcome.
Great. Welcome, Rotarian Anshu. Thank you so much for joining us today, and hope you like this program on the plasma donation, what we have carried out today. We'll be taking it up more and more, and request you to also take in your club, district and club. Thank you. Thank you, AG. Like to open the platform and dais for our fellow presidents to our secretaries would like to announce any of your project.
Yeah, I think Subir had to, our president had to step out for a meeting. From Rotary Connect, yes, we have an ongoing project which is focused on education. We are supporting 8 students spread across India, actually, and we are taking care of their fees, their like monthly expenses, because they are from really marginalized students. Why we are taking is that these are students known to us, like we know where they are, which school, and there is a personal touch, and we have formed a committee which will be looking at their progress and then going forward, how more we can help. So we will be bringing in more students under this campaign, which we call it as Each One Educate One. The other project, which is ongoing projects, we have already, I think, supported nearly 50 plus schools, what we call as Reach to Read program, wherein the schools in the interior areas, especially around the protected areas and national parks, are supported with a library in their own local language. So it's if any club wants to come forward and support us, a set of 200 books costs just 10,000 rupees. But it'll make a life much more, wonderful for the students. So we have also tied up recently with the Shivamogga Club for the same, and they are identifying the schools around around Western Ghat area, and they are giving us feedback as to which are the schools which the support. Recently, we signed a memorandum of understanding to open or create a butterfly park, like I think Yelahanka Club has already done it in Yelahanka, right? So this is a park which will start, the MOU has been signed. So we will start the plantation of the nectar and nectar plants for the butterflies after the lockdown is over. So these are the important announcements from our club.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gitanjali.
Thank you.
We have another good projects coming up where I would like to request any of the Rotarian want to be part of that is we are trying to bring an educational series with medical experts, and they will be having for COVID and non-COVID patients who are not able to get connected for online support or offline in the hospitals, and to take their queries and to really help them online. So most of these, they are Rotarians, non-Rotarians, but they are expert in their field, from internal medicine, from emergency medicine, from ophthalmology, including especially now mycosis cases are increasing. So we are trying to bring in this series, and Rotary Bangalore Yelahanka will be again leading on this project. So a couple of our Rotarians are working on this. Possibly in by next week, we'll be having the concept paper ready, and I can send across to all of you if you are interested. And this is linked to COVID as well as non-COVID. And in link to that, we are also looking for concentrators with help of Green Park Rotary Club and Chronic Foundation. We have initiated a drive where we are generating the funds for helping the patients who are in need at home. They are not getting oxygen, and we are going to lend the oxygen concentrators on a very nominal fee to them. And we have initiated some 3 concentrators already, and we are in lookout for hundreds of them in very short time. And we are getting funding from overseas as well as locally from Rotarians as well as friends and families. So any of the last announcements from any of the clubs? Or we
Vanaraja sir, Rotarian Kavita madam from E Club, anything to share?
Sir, I would like to announce from
Ravi
Bangalore Global Yoga.
President
there is already from past 15 days, there is an online yoga session that is going on with Mr. Jagdish, President of the E Club. And from our club, Mr. Vinay, who is Rotarian, he is taking the yoga classes for the daily thing. So around 30 to 35 people are there daily. I would request all the members to take this advantage for 1 hour daily classes, which is run online. So I can reshare that one on the group one more time. That is what is the one thing that we are doing continuously. So this is the third batch what we are doing continuously. from our club side. So 1 hour of the yoga sessions, particularly on the pranayama. And for the COVID patients, we are having 1 hour separate, and non-COVID regular yoga classes, we are having it separate. So this will be shared in the Zeal group. So request all the members to take this advantage. Thank you.
Rotarian Bridge, with your permission, I want to make one more announcement.
Kindly, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ravi. And over to you.
Yeah. We also started, our club has got our own member who's a well-known Ayurveda doctor, Dr. Raghavendra Babu. So he has, we have started a helpline on Telegram group. This is especially for COVID and immunity related to COVID. So if anybody is interested, they can just join the Telegram group and post your queries. So he'll reply. So no charges for that and all. So that is one thing. And we are going to have one more of our members. She's a mindfulness coach. So we will be having the coming from Monday to next 5 days, we will be having a workshop, which is again free. So I'll repost it on the Zeal group. So anybody can take advantage of that and be part of this workshop on mindfulness. Thank you.
Wonderful. I think what a lovely, invite you are giving to us, and especially from President Jagdish and President Yoga, President Devraj and Ravi. Thank you very much for sharing. That's a very good session. I love to have, personally, I love to have more and more of session during these coming days. But for sure, today's inspiring is that plasma donation we need to have immediate. And I'm going to go for sure, even tomorrow itself, so that after recovery from COVID, if I can help out at least 1 or 2 patients. So with this, I would like to hand over to our own Rotarian Thomas for the word of thanks, please.
Yeah, I'm coming back again, and Dr. Bridgemohan, thanks for this opportunity, and giving me a chance for this word of thanks. Before that, I just I want to have a quick word with Rotarian Anshu. Is she there? Is she available?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, we have a war room here. So do you have a war room there too?
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay. Because there have been a lot of requests from Mumbai,
There are many war rooms, but our club is not yet attached. Yes.
Okay, okay,
And,
yeah, okay, fine.
Yes.
Because there have been a lot of requests from Mumbai whether we have a connect there and to help with the patients. So okay, if at all anything comes with you, please connect me so that we can put across everybody there.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have 5 members running this counseling session for the COVID patients.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So if anyone is not well versed here with Marathi, I can put you across there for the counseling.
Unfortunately, currently I'm in US, so the timing.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I just want a quick question.
But we have a group, so I can share the number with Gitanjali. Might be having that. It is already shared on the Vairi group. So we have a team of 5 members. I'll share the number with Gitanjali.
Sure.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me thank Dr. Bridgemohan, for this wonderful plasma promotion event, and the other 10 clubs presidents. If I have to count, I will lose a second in my war room. So already there have been, I think, around 149 messages asking me where I am. So I thought I'll finish this off quickly, and thanks all of the dignitaries here. You have been doing a great job in your own way, and I would like to just request everybody to support the war room the best as you can. Thank you, Anshu ma'am, for joining this, and all other presidents from the club. And let us promote this plasma donation drive together. and let us expect more clubs to join in, wherein there will be more of donations. Let us do in the name of 3190, and thank you all, and let me get back to my job. Thank you very much.
Thank you so Thomas very much, and Rotin Gitanjali, a wonderful host for the Zoom today. Much appreciated, AG Rotin Shankar, for inspiring the whole event, and much appreciated the patience of, especially I would like to take the names Rotin Anshu, Rotin Anupma, Rotin Rajalakshmi, Rotin Somshekar, Rotin Abhilekha, Rotin Kavita, Rotin Dinesh, Rotin Dr. Radhakrishna, Rotin Ravi, Rotin Shekhar, Rotin Narsim Murthy sir, Rotin Rao, Rotin Ashok Heber, and self. Thank you so very much. Amazing evening you have made for all of us and those who joined earlier to us. Have a wonderful weekend, and be inspired with Rotin and Pallavi, and do great job in your own way. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, AG, for all this.
Yeah, thank you, AG.
Thank you. Thank
Let
you
us
all.
join
for
in the war
joining.
room, and we'll dethrone.
We'll get into job now, Thomas. Captain Thomas.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
I'm leaving,
good
sir.
night.
Thank
Good
you.
night to all of you. Bye bye.
Good night. Good night.
Good morning to Anshu, madam.
Good morning to
Yeah,
her.
good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. So, AG, with your permission.
Bangalore clubs are very close to me because I'm very attached to Brigade Club also, Orchards also. My daughter stays in Brigade, so most of the time I'm in India and I'm in Bangalore.
Wow,
so
great.
It will be great to see you guys.
Yeah,
Kindly
please.
do come.
Look forward. Yeah.
eConnect and Yelahanka should be in your mind, as Yelahanka is entry
Very
to
close.
Bangalore.
Yes, yes.
So we'll certainly welcome you, garland you before you enter into Bangalore.
Sure, thank you. Thank you.
And I think Rotin and Anupma, you are on mute already. I think we could not hear from you, Anupma.
A very, very good evening. So, I'm just overwhelmed by the kind of work, all of you are doing. And then, I feel a little belittled also that we are not contributing. And we can do so much more is what I got out of the meeting. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of this meeting.
Thank you so much for blessing us. And we continue to do little more what we are doing today. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Good day.
God bless all of you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. So, AG and Rotarian Brijmohan, with your permission, can I end the meeting?
Kindly, ma'am. Thank you so much. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night. Good day.